Did you know that once an employee has made a claim of harassment, bullying, or discrimination, it must be handled properly from that moment forward? The business owner could personally be liable for harassment that occurs at their business. That's super scary. With the Me Too movement and all of the news regarding harassment, you cannot afford to make any mistakes in this area. My name is Katie Spadoro, and I'm a SHRM-certified HR professional and the founder of Cyber and CYB Human Resources. We provide support to growing businesses that may not be ready to hire in-house, but obviously still need to follow the law. We do this by completely outsourcing your small business HR liability directly to us, a fully insured and certified team of HR professionals, there when you need us and not annoying you with HR rules and policies when you don't want to hear it. By the end of this essay and video, you'll understand why implementing this free cyber hotline is absolutely a no-brainer and essentially acts as a get-out-of-jail-free card for the first HR issue that you may face once we're in place. Why is cyber important for your business? Cyber acts as an early warning system for you, so you wouldn't have a house with no fire alarm, right? Wouldn't you want to know about a concern before it gets stirred up and making it worse versus having to find out about the issue after it's snowballed? This provides the management the opportunity to prevent further issues and potential lawsuits in the future. Did you know that per the EEOC, the company is always responsible for harassment by a supervisor that results in a tangible employment action such as hiring, firing, promotion, demotion, change in pay, or benefits, including work duties? That would be quid pro quo form of harassment. Many state non-discrimination laws define employer to include individual supervisors, managers, or officials. Increasingly, there is a risk of individual liability for these company individuals as many suits contain those state law claims. Something you may not know, if the harassment does not result in tangible employment action, the employer may still be liable unless they can prove that A, you exercised reasonable care to prevent and promptly correct any harassment. For example, harassment training and proof that you did the training and that someone who knows what they're talking about did it for you. And B, that the employee unreasonably failed to complain to management or to avoid harm otherwise. So what does that mean? This is when cyber comes in. With the cyber concierge in place and on your side, and the policy sent out that we provide you and acknowledged by the employees, you now immediately have a warning system in place. With this system, the employee will be unable, most likely, to prove that they did not have the ability to reach out or communicate with management. They have a certified team of HR professionals to hear them out. Until you are ready to hire someone in-house, this free product allows small businesses to outsource their third-party HR handlings to us virtually. If our team of certified HR pros do not receive a complaint ever, that's awesome, you're still covered. However, if someone does reach out internally from your company, they'll be required to provide a detailed account of their concerns to an HR professional so you know it's being received correctly and legally, which will be reviewed and then it'll be sent to the company's internal designee. At that point, the business owner can choose to either manage the issue internally and Google in their spare time, or you could work directly with an HR pro immediately and fix the issue on the spot. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer, it's free. Our goal is to prove to you that the HR support that we provide is worth investing in, but not until you need to do so. All companies deserve to be covered, and all companies have growing pains, so don't let HR be one of yours. As a business owner, I'm sure that your goal is to provide your employees with a safe place to grow your company with the minimum number of issues as possible. Of course, you wear many hats. I know, I've been there. However, putting yourself in the middle of a serious situation, especially an HR situation, without that previous HR training to understand all of the legalities surrounding the issue, you're opening yourself up to a potential for a serious lawsuit. You should provide an avenue for your employees to speak to someone other than yourself, the business owner. Our goal is to provide that business owner the opportunity to review an issue before it's too late and has already made the rounds at the drinking fountain, firing everybody up. Our cyber concierge provides an unbiased third party for your employees and managers to reach out to about these issues. When you, the business owner, provide an unbiased option for your employees to speak with someone other than the owner themselves when making a complaint, you're absolutely setting yourself up for success. When you provide that unbiased support line to the employees, you're absolutely showing them that you support them and you feel comfortable knowing that they have the ability to communicate freely in regard to any day-to-day issues that they may be dealing with. Additionally, you're avoiding a potential constructive discharge lawsuit. What is a constructive discharge lawsuit? That's a great question. A gap in this area leaves the opportunity for an employee to file this lawsuit. When an employee quits or resigns from a job because they were subjected to illegal working conditions that may or may not have been on purpose, that were so intolerable they felt that they had no other choice, it's called constructive discharge. Even though the employee quits, the law treats them as if they were fired because the employer essentially forced them out. This can result in a massive lawsuit costing tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours of manpower. If you provide an unbiased option and an employee elects not to use that option, and you can prove it, you are absolutely setting yourself up for a solid defense in the future. You can't fix a problem that you're not aware of. However, if an employee quits because they are unhappy and they felt they had no one to speak to except maybe the owner or a manager who hasn't been trained in these conversations, you could absolutely be in some hot water. So, to review, cyber provides the small business owner support instead of having to spend hours Googling or attempting to fix a problem after it happens, which, by the way, is much more expensive and time-consuming. And we are able to provide that business owner the opportunity to review any complaints prior to managing them. That means no more being blindsided by employee relations issues or do you have a second conversations. So let's review a couple FAQs. If your employees are happy, why would you need this? So our feeling is that it's not a matter of if you have an issue, it will absolutely be a matter of when. In the era of Me Too, you must be vigilant as a business owner to be aware of the issues as they occur, preferably with enough time to correct the concern. Employees are happy until they're not. 25 to 33% of all employees are disengaged, and it only takes one upset employee to flip your business on its head. And that's probably something that you don't want, being you've worked for this business and built it as you want it. Next question. Will this make the employees make more complaints than if you don't have the service? No, absolutely not. We've been doing this for years now. The employees are going to make complaints, and if they're unhappy either way. The only difference is if the complaint is going directly to your certified HR pro at Cyber, or instead going to coworkers at the water cooler and stirring up drama and wasting time and money and most likely putting you even more at risk by spreading whatever the issue is around. Our response time is quick, so we're cutting the employee off at the pass before giving their coworkers time to join in on all the drama. My office manager handles complaints. How would this benefit them? So we allow the office manager or the internal designee to handle situations on their schedule versus getting cornered by an employee. This gives that person the opportunity to gather the resources they need in order to respond legally without further causing drama or damage. What if you need help managing the complaint? Cyber offers additional services. In general, we're a full-service HR consulting team, so policies, handbooks, procedures, trainings, anything you need. You'd be paired with your own SHRM-certified, dedicated but virtual HR pro, and we'll answer all questions that we get when it comes to the management of the employee relations issues. You'll never be more than minutes away from the right answer when it comes to your team, which is absolutely a relief when there's so many things out there that are false on the internet on how you're supposed to handle situations. There are a lot of laws. Next question, I just tell them to contact my attorney. Why would I want an additional service to pay for? Our concierge service is free, so we're pretty sure that your attorney costs a bit more than that. If you prefer to work with your attorney once we've received a message on your behalf, no hard feelings. We do hope that you work with one of our cyber certified HR pros, but that is absolutely up to you. If you have any questions or you're ready to cover your bases today, head over to cyber.co and sign up. It takes less than 5 minutes and you're free from the bullseye of liability. We look forward to partnering with you and hearing from you soon.